welcome to the, I can't say words today. Welcome, I'm Jennifer here with Grace Company. We're going to present to you today the TrueCut system. We're here at the International Quilt Festival in Houston. So if you're unfamiliar, let me show you this feature first. Our mats our rulers are chip resistant. So if you drop them, you won't get those chipped corners, part of the flexibility and fun of our rulers. On our rulers, we also have the feature of having a guide right here on the edge, which is a little hard to show to our online crew. Like, what's the best angle? I don't know. Can we see that? Nice. Perfect. So right here we have a rail that will aid us in a second. I'll explain to you exactly what that does. But we have a little bit of a thicker edge on this side. So these rulers stay nice and flat to your mat because we use the True Grips here that allow it to stick to our mats really, or our fabric really nicely. Our rotary cutter has this nice angle, so it gives us a center of balance over our hand, so we can hold on to our rotary cutter pretty easily. And we're pushing down through our hand and not getting those white knuckle grips right here when we use it. So this is how I hold mine. So I have my finger over top and I can hold it fairly loosely and still get a really nice even cut. On this piece right here, there is, let's get the right angle for you, a guide that is going to fit onto our rail, and it's going to keep us with our ruler all the way to the end. So it'll stay nice and tight right there to the end. Hi, welcome, so glad you're here. So when we're cutting, we put our guide right here on the rail and we go all the way to the end. We don't have that in wander at the end of our cut. So our 2.5 inch strips will be 2.5 inch strips from one end to the other. Each of our cutters is also adaptable to left hand. We can customize our grips as well. We can take this off at this angle, maybe not. We can take this cover off and change out our design on the inside, so you can personalize it so that friend of yours doesn't take yours home from the class you took. Like, I always have to scooch over to see a little bit better. Yes, it actually does adapt to left-handed. So we have a quick release right here. Oh, I'm gonna go this way. I know exactly where I'm going. We can release here. And all of these pieces slide out. This is just pressure fit, so we're gonna push it this way, and then we'll flip everything just to the opposite side that it was. And snap it into place, and now you're left-handed. So here's my righty and my lefty. Where would you put the little, oh, on the back side of the ruler, there are actually some spots that are rounded, so you can see where you would put those True Grips. See, there's a little rounder spot here, but you can choose where you put it. There's not any designated, you have to put it here, it's your ruler. So you'll find the balance across your ruler, and the True Grips will work on any ruler that you have on in your house. So they're just clear and a little bit rubberized, and they'll help it stick and hold tight to your fabric and to your mat so it's stable. So that helps it so your ruler just stays in one spot. Easy peasy. So we also have a straight cutter, and with our straight cutter we also have that same guide. that will go on the ruler. So if you are a die-hard, I can only do straight cutter, we also have that available. Both of them are available in a 28, a 45, and a 60 millimeter. All right. One of the other things that I really love is we also have a non-slip mat that goes underneath your mat, so it keeps your mat from sliding around. Clearly I don't have one here right now, but let's move on to, I always debate which one to go first. Let's go circle cutter and then I'll circle back. So the circle cutter will cut a circle anywhere from 2 inches to 12.5 inches. It's easy adjustable. We're gonna unscrew it and we're gonna slide it to the ruler measurement that we need, and then we'll tighten it back down. Inside here we have a rotary cutter and we have a center point. So we will place it on our fabric. We will, with our non-dominant hand, push down the center. Then we're gonna cross over, push down, and circle around with our other hand, and we're gonna get that beautiful circle every time. Welcome. If you have questions, let me know. Nobody was here, so I was speaking directly to our to our socials, but this is our circle cutter. We do have a deal running right now. If you're looking at a cutting system, this has our My Comfort cutter in the 45 millimeter. It has the ruler that's 6.5 by 24.5, and a pack of TrueCuts. And this is $49.95. If you're online, you've got code TC Kit 50. It's right there on your screen. Sweet, thank you. If you want to one step up from that, let me tell you about this is our blade sharpener. This will sharpen blades, a 28, a 45, or 60 millimeter blade. You put your blade inside with a little mineral oil on each one of the stones. We're gonna lock it up and we're gonna push it for 10 seconds. It plugs in, so it circles around and it will sharpen your blade, and then we're gonna open it, flip our blade over, and do the same thing on the other side. I mark my blade with a Sharpie at all 4 points so that I can see that I've gotten a nice even sharpen and it's gone deep enough. Depending on how much we've used our blades, sometimes it needs just a little longer. As long as we do it evenly on both sides and we're keeping track, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, then we'll get that nice even sharp to it. This one retails for $79.95, but today our show special is $49.95. Yeah, we have a code for online that's TC Sharp 50. Right there for you. Perfect. Thank you. All right. Do we have any questions? Did you see our ruler when I was showing it earlier? So our rulers are actually quite flexible and they're chip resistant as well, so we don't get that notch out of our corner if we accidentally drop our ruler. But there's a rail right here on the side. Not that we ever would, right? We don't actually drop our ruler. I'm not guilty of having duct tape to tape a corner back on my ruler. Not with my TrueCut rulers at all, for sure. But there's a rail here on the side, and our Comfort cutter has a guide that keeps us right next to our ruler all the way to the end, so we don't get that end of ruler wander. I see that we've had this as well. Okay. But it keeps it next to your ruler all the way to the end. And with the true grips on the bottom of our ruler stays put, and then with the guide, it'll stay right there with our ruler to the bitter end. Straight cuts every time. Absolutely. Let us finish up here, and then we'll have you come over here because they're kind of bound up over there. So yeah, I'll have you come in and give that a try. Yeah, absolutely. Any other questions that I could help you with right now? Yes, they are. Fantastic. It's a little heavier weight than some of the ones, but not too, I love them. Yeah, they're absolutely self-healing. I've been running mine for 4 years and it's in beautiful condition. Oh, let's put up the code again. It's the Sharp TC Sharp 50. TC Sharp 50. They just need the code for the True Sharp. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Good questions. Thank you very much. Do you have any other questions online? All right. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys again in about an hour. Come back and join us again. Okay, we're done there. Yeah.